Oh, hey.
So here we are for another night at the Hart Inn in Exeter.
So here we are.
Down here somewhere.
The entrance to the Potter's Cruise Bar.
It's supposed to be an old well. We were trying to work out where it was, but we were told that it was more further that way. I thought it was underneath where the statue was, but it was closed up years ago and a fake well was put into the back garden. So we'll head on in. Interesting part of this building is it's on two sides. So you've got this old, very old side. I believe it was a coaching. Was it a coaching house?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the old bar with the old fireplaces up this side. And we'll head on upstairs. Okay, one interesting part of this building, which are really fascinating, you only have to step so far to see more of a modern side of the building, but when you look over this way, it's just suddenly stepping back in time.
So authentic. 15th century.
14th century.
Well. Just look at the original woodwork.
This place is a maze. You can see hallways across the way there which lead up through this door. Every time you step up, you have to step back down again.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Cromwell Suite.
Now, in this area, which I like to point out, it is freezing cold. This is natural heat in this room. For whatever reason, there is a radiator and no light, but it's beyond the cover, but they cannot get it any hotter. So we come through. So we're making our way now into the Cromwell Lounge. And then we go. In here, me and Alfie, Mano and Alfie have been in here and we've set up an EVP session.
We have to take into account any noise contamination because we're right above the high street of the city centre in Exeter. Wow.
Alfie also has his Connect system, but yes, we're on South Street in Exeter High Street area. So there's a lot of through traffic, which will be taken into account when it comes to analysation.
And a lingerie shop.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yes. We've got to zoom in on that, people.
This is the view.
Yeah. Maybe I'll stay here tonight. So.
Okay. In this room, we've tried a little bit of automatic writing, which I believe Sally is really excited about trying again tonight. But one interesting part of this room here is this fireplace behind me. Hidden away up this fireplace, I'll try not to disturb Alfie's setup, is a priest hole. We have a room up there. One of the stories goes that a lady was staying the night here. She looked up here to see the face of a child crying, staring back at her from this doorway.
And that goes all the way up to the top.
I have possibly. I'm assuming it was used as a fireplace as well. So it goes right up.
Obviously, we can't get right up there with his camera, but it goes on, and it does go this side as well. And reports have been known that a child has been seen, as Alex has just said, and crying. So
you can tell how old this building is by how rickety it is. The ceiling's all bowing. You can see the floor is uneven.
yeah, talking about that, let's go up to the next level up on the white switch, and see just the authenticness of traditional woodwork over time. Okay, and shaping it's become And the stairwell has become really twisted. Room 27 is noted to be the most horrific.
It's interesting.
Again, yes, this is original lava and plaster back in the day. So we now leave the Cromwell area. I'm so glad that was on camera. Not Sally have anything to do with it. Again, this is a untouched traditional room. Just hold parties and dinner parties. Traditional fireplace. Right, let's head to the boardroom. Just a note. So we're heading to the boardroom, but through here is the more modern aspect of the White Hart Inn. Boardroom.
Okay, this is our base room. This is where we start off and start our investigations. We do a little bit of sounds work in here as well. One of the most interesting things I saw visually in this room, I was sat up against the wall here. We have the circle as it is now, and a woman sat roughly about here. I think she was about here. I saw where she was sat, what it looked like in her hand, bright red ball of light, just come on and off again. Well, I assumed it was a phone. She was holding a phone in her hand when it happened a second time in the same place. So I thought, oh, okay, pass it off as that. I then saw the same ball of light exactly across the circle, roughly where Mano stood with the camera now, away from her, do the same thing. I couldn't believe it. The first thing I did was run round to check the woman's hands to see if there was anything. She didn't have anything in her hands. She was never holding her phone in her hands, and we never discovered what that light source was. It was absolutely. I was blown away by that one. Okay, where I'm sat, just at the top of the stairs here, we can't go up there at the moment because it's classed as unsafe. But there's a series of rooms up there where when the previous owners used to let their children run around, there's all sorts of artwork from the kids of the day. Now the children are all grown up, but all their artwork is still up on the wall there. It's also the location just inside the door here where a fire broke out and took the lives of 2 people. Okay, this was the area where a fire broke out and killed 2 people, and it was in the room just on the back there. It's still very much fire damaged. Rooms actually go off round to the right hand side there. We had an exclusive view one of the times we were here a while back, and the place is full of artwork from children that used to be left to play up here. The walls are covered in all sorts of different artwork. It's like a time capsule.
But it was witnessed by guests of a laughing boy, and they saw what they thought was a boy with a cap on.
What, up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just there's a little room
Just make
over the
top of
banister, which is where the little boy was seen and where they heard the laughing. So you never know, we might be able to get some noises from here. But like I said, up the other end of the corridor, I was just saying to these guys, up the other end of the corridor, the door is shut, which would have been the door to connect to the rest of the building. So on the other side of the door is where we can go. So I've said to these guys, there's nothing wrong with us sitting out there and seeing if we can get some sort of activity through the door. Because it's just a door, isn't it? So we might be able to get some knocking, we might be able to get some children laughing, we might even be able to get them to come through the door and like light form or whatever. So that's what I'm thinking. going through the areas, I've got some ideas already of what I want people to do, and what we could kind of gather as evidence. So quite excited about this one. Excited.
So that was Sally with a little bit of interesting information about this area. I'm not going to go any further in than this. We're not supposed to be here, but above me is a balcony, another little walkway to a door, I think, out to the roof. And it's very eerie up here. I have to say it is.
Yeah, I feel that already.
It's high-end creep factor.
At this point of our walk around, we felt it was a good opportunity to start calling out.
Can you hear something? If you're there and you can hear us, can you make a tapping noise? Would you like to talk to us? Ooh. Oh, yeah, I thought there was something as well, yeah. No, tap was a creak. It was right above you as well, wasn't it?
It was, because I felt the top of my head touched.
What is
There's
it?
something here reaching through the fucking wall again out. I don't like that feeling.
Oh, you just really want to get in there, don't we?
This is the point where you can hear me walking back downstairs just off camera, leaving Manor all on his own.
Come on, let's head to the other side where Sally was talking to.
Okay, two. This is like addiction. He walks in a green light. Oh, I hope you got that recorded. You can hear that. There's a big shuffle. We would love it if you could talk to us. We'll be just below you. You make a knocking noise. You make a knocking noise. You make a knocking noise. Thank you.
With no more responses from the dark rooms in front of Manor, he decided to head back to finish off a final part of our walk around.
Now this is what we're talking about earlier. This leads into the
other end of where we just were in the
fire
attic
damage.
space.
Yeah, we got some good orbs, and what you could call apparitions, and good communication. So we're hoping to experience something similar tonight.
With responses already happening around the location, we headed back to meet our guests and excited to get on with our night's investigation.
She needs to open up to hear those signs. Good. Good. See? That is really, really good.
I've got the comments there.
Could get in the way.
Proud. We're all very, very proud.
Gita.
Yeah.
And the lady asked a brilliant question. Can you see all the other spirits and any other spirits? And you said yes.
Yeah.
And I asked about, can they see any spirits around the dolls, Lizzie and Piper? And it says no. So it's not haunted then.
Okay.
It said no. You can ask who you are. We know here to judge you in any way, shape or form.
After several minutes of trying to get communication through the board with no luck, Sally decided to give it a go.
You just need to build up the energy. Take the energy from the people that you want to communicate with. Take the energy from me. I offer my energy to you for communication. Move the planchette to the person that you'd like to communicate with.
With no more real communication on the board, we all decided to move on.
I'm really surprised that didn't like went wild with us.
God, getting freezing.
Hello.
God, for fuck's sake.
That door's just shut. Hello? Oh look, we just got a hello. Hello?
So you just shut the door?
Yes. The door. How many of you are here? Can you tell me what your name is?
William?
It's the same voice though, isn't it? And I just got a chill right up my spine. Where are you?
Look at this scratching.
In here it said.
That was really eerie, I didn't want to go and look for it. Look at this scratching, yeah? On the front.
That was in there.
Yeah, so we go and
Back in that room.
yeah.
Back where the door's just open. Right, back where the door's just shut.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
We've been shutting.
We've just got shut in.
And I've left a radio in there as well.
There's no thing on the door.
Look at that, imagine that, yeah.
Oh my god, you just saved us.
Sorry.
The door shut on us. And there's no way of opening the door on this side. We heard the noises, so we thought let's go check it out. Because the door shut on us and we jumped and we went, oh okay. And then we carried on trying stuff and then we heard the noise in here. So then we saw we couldn't get out and I went, how are we going to get out? We had no radio, so luckily you came to look for us.
After all the excitement of being locked in, Sally continues with her spirit box session.
Yes, I know, that's right. It's just really silly.
Oh, this side. Hello? Did you make a noise in here? Did you shut the door on us? We heard you. That sounded like a child. Hello? Come and speak to us. Tell us what your name is. Can you tell us where you are? Freezing. There's a woman. I didn't get what that said. Can you say that again? It's literally ice cold in here. Like, I know. And it's colder and colder, and I can feel it getting colder and colder. Like, I reckon you could probably see my breath. Yeah. That's how cold it is. Just absolutely freezing. Get colder and cold.
What was that?
I have no idea, but did you hear it?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's heels.
It just said get out.
What I can do.
It said get out.
Mum, you might shut the door.
Spirit, can you give us your name?
Caitlin? Katie?
Right, let's try. A little bit of silence. Let's see if we get any noises.
Receiving no more communication from inside the room, the group decided to move deeper into the building.
Oh, certainly killed her in there.
That sounded like footsteps. There's only a few of us now. You're not on show. Are you willing to show yourself? Give us a sign? Give us a sound? You shut the door on us. Was that because you wanted us to stay? Were you playing with us? tonight that I can't get out of my mind. Like, I just can't explain it. That usually you can find a reason or an explanation. But tonight we've had just random stuff happen. I couldn't even put it into a story of why and when. But the flash of light that happened here, just random. Tapping noises, the door shutting, the door being unlocked after I tried to open it. Just creepy, freaky stuff. Which kind of makes me go, am I hearing that? I totally just heard that. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Tapping. Yeah. There's no one there. And I was just gonna say that we should go
Down there.
quietly.
Oh, yeah.
And then as I'm thinking it, there's a tap on the door. I thought, where's Alfie? I thought it was Alfie. Were you tapping on the door? Tap on the door for me? Do you think it was in the fireplace? It was definitely tapping.
Door, yeah.
Tapping. It's got a very distinctive voice, you can tell it's him. Waiting.
So it was originally locked.
Yeah, when Sally went down there, well, before she left, she tried 3 times. Came back, and I just went, Ashley. And then everybody went, oh my God. I was like, didn't. Where's my torch?
Got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Something just went over me there. I don't know whether it was a fly, but there's something. I don't mind.
Oh, I'm going to stay out there. I'm not going to stay there.
Right.
Doesn't want me to say what he's saying. Seems like it's been a while. It's been a while since I've used anyone. It's been a while since anyone's actually experienced anything that he does. Keeps talking about how he enjoyed stringing people up, is his words. To say that I can help us out, where was it? Because he needed placing. And that's why he's got a dirty laugh. Yeah. And I feel so good having a face him. He's just like, like real dirty. When he was there, I was sat at one end of the table, and she was sat at the other end of the table, and he came right over her, and he was about 7 foot tall. He was enormous. And the only way I could describe him was like a big black cloud. And it was like, when you see a thunderstorm rolling in, and the clouds are all boiling, and they're dusty, and they're dirty. That's what he's like. And he was like that over her, and he was swearing at her, like a witch. He was witch. All these horrible words. And we'd done automatic writing, we'd done all that, and every single person around the table wrote die and really horrible, like stabbing. One woman drew a knife with blood on it, and he's so violent and awful. But you say his voice is like that. That's exactly what he sounds like. He doesn't ever appear so much as a person. He's just a big black mass.
Keep still.
The way I saw him was sat in the chair, big high back chair, sat back. He's just got this real twisted look about his face. And his black eyes. Like real solid down and sees right through you. And his energy is like it's so cold, and it's like, you know, when you're cold on the inside and you're shivering but you're not cold, that's how he feels. And it's like when you're trying to talk, you can't get your words out, and you forget what you're going to say. Down the corridor when I was like, oh, you stutter and stuff like that. I can't describe him, but he's hideous. He's really, really awful.
Is that here?
Yeah. And I was saying, I've got messages on my phone before we booked the tickets. I said to Steve, when you did Wistman's Wood, I said, I didn't realise you went out and you did days just you two. Mm-hmm. And I said, tell you about the Globe, and if you can, because it's under new management now, which is why we stopped the Circle, if you could get up there and actually get the opportunity to sit up there. He stomps around, you can hear him stomping around the table, and he slams doors. Like I said, he switches on kettles. There was I swear to God, there was a window right at the far end from what we were doing, and the window was closed, and all the kettle and the tea stuff was at that end. And the curtain came right out like this, and we all sat there and watched it, and then it went back down again. And he hates what we do, because we're witches. And he hung us. I was saying to Steve, I could hear his laughing. I said he sat in a chair, in a high back chair. I said, but he cloaked himself. I said, there's this one person, I said, and it feels like the judge. And we were probably, maybe, we'd just hit the Exeter Road, and I said that. I said, it just feels like it's the judge. And when we actually got into Exeter, I was like, it is. I said, I have to Google it now, because I need to know. So I Googled Judge Jeffreys and the White Hart, and it said that this was his favourite haunt, and it's like, I don't believe it. But I knew I had to face him. And now I'm not afraid of him anymore.
With various bumps, bangs, voices, and nothing else to report on, we decided to close down the session and end it for the night at the White Hart Inn.